Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome back to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video I am very excited to be analyzing and discussing the new Ice Chapter trailer for Ninjago's, Ice Chapter story. Of course, we have not yet seen really a full-on trailer for this yet, so to have this just drop randomly is really kind of cool, and I'm really excited to talk about this trailer because there's a lot in here that I'm really looking forward to, and there's a lot that I sort of audibly was surprised by. I mean, I should have recorded my reaction to this because it was actually really fun. But I'm going to go ahead and break down this trailer here, beat by beat, sort of discuss what's going on here, and then at the end I'll sort of talk about some other Ice Chapter stuff. So be sure to stick around until the end of the video because you do not want to miss that. And I feel like it'll be a pretty fun analysis overall. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here. So it kind of starts off with a little bit of a recap. We see like these weird kind of puppet things. We do find out later that these are being maneuvered by the ninja to try to recreate the story and try to retell the events of the Fire Chapter, which is pretty cool. We see a little bit of a flashback here with Zane and Asphira, and Asphira is kind of explaining how she basically sent Zane into the Never Realm, banished him to it, and here we see a shot of the Titan mech, Lloyd's Titan mech, kind of downed, but I do really like the look of this mech overall. One of my favorite Ninjago mechs from the TV show, I'd have to say. Kind of lines up with what they had in the Ninjago movie in terms of the actual qualities of the mech, and yeah, this is pretty cool to see. I love seeing this. And here we see Zane. This is kind of a weird shot for me personally. Zane is kind of sitting on top of a mountain range area, and he does not have the scroll of forbidden spinjitzu. So what that tells me is that A, this is either a dream sequence, or B, he loses the scroll somehow and he was just taken prisoner by the Ice Emperor. But in the very next shot we see him with the scroll. Here he is. You can see he has the scroll of forbidden spinjitzu. He is currently in, mid-performance of forbidden spinjitzu, and we see him, talking with this weird kind of ice beast thing. It's not an ice dragon, it's kind of like an ice owl, it seems. It's definitely some type of bird. It's not really dragon-like, unfortunately, but that ice dragon will show up later in this trailer. Here we have Cole again scaring the, small children of the Never Realm with his puppets and his actual story, so way to go, Cole. See, he's really not good with children, is he? But jumping right into it, 2019 is going to be a big year for Ninjago, I can already tell, and definitely it's going to round out the year in a very big way. And this also confirms that we're getting it this year, so that's cool, right? We're not going to be getting the, English release of the Ice Chapter in early 2020 like I feared. It's going to be at least before the end of the year, so I'm really stoked about that. Here we have the ninja kind of rallied up, and they're kind of wanting to go after Zane. They're all kind of rallying together. We have the land bounty here as well, looking awesome, and the land bounty kind of gets, pushed away into the Never Realm, because again, that's where the Fire Chapter left off, so they're kind of trying to fill that gap in between that. Definitely not an issue there. But this trailer is really cool overall. Here we see a big shot of the actual Never Realm, or at least a small village in which Sorla and her people live. I believe her name is Sorla, right? It's not Sora, it's Sorla. I can never seem to get her name right. Everyone kind of makes fun of me for it. But here we have her, again, kind of a wise, kind of spiritual guardian figure. I did a theory about her possibly being, the wife of the first Spinjitzu Master. Again, not too sure if that'll actually, play out in that exact same way, but it's something cool to think about, I feel. Here we see a shot of the Ice Samurai looking awesome. And speaking of awesome, here we have the Ice Emperor himself, kind of mixed in with footage of the ninja, seeing all these kind of frozen bodies, which makes me think that maybe the Ice Emperor is kind of up to some weird stuff in the Never Realm. Something seems off about him. It definitely seems a little strange, and we really don't know the full, story behind his character. But we see this thing kind of skidding through the ice. Now, what could this be? It kind of looks like some sort of ice dragon. It definitely seems like it's flowing through the water, or it could be an ice blast from somebody else, maybe somebody, either Zane or the Forsaken Emperor, or the Ice Emperor, whatever he's called, with their ice powers, even if they are the same person. And then here we see the Ice Emperor himself, and he looks great. I really like the way that this guy looks. Even if he is not Zane, he still looks like a very, very cool character. No pun intended, obviously, but no, in all seriousness, he looks very, very sick, and I really like the design for this villain overall. He's probably going to be one of my favorite villains when the whole thing is said and done here. You can see he is kind of holding on to a staff of sorts. Could be the scroll of forbidden spinjitzu on that stick. Could not be. Not quite sure about that. We see him with General Vex here in this shot. Looking awesome. I can't wait to see what this guy's all about. He looks amazing. Here we have some more Blizzard Samurai fighting the ninja, presumably. And here we have another quick shot of the Titan mech as it's sort of walking away from a sunset. Now, I don't really know what's going on with the hand. I can't quite make out what it's holding or what it's doing with its hand. Does it even have another arm? I'm not really sure, but we can also see something on the back too. Not quite sure what that is just yet. Maybe this is Zane in the mech, maybe it's Lloyd. definitely somebody's controlling the mech somehow. And here we see Akita. Finally, we see Akita in this actual footage, and she looks great. I mean, I really like her design as well. She's definitely going to be a standout character for sure. Probably going to be a fan favorite in all seriousness. And she says, "All I want is revenge," pulls out the knife. So she's probably taking a lot of influence from Asphira, obviously, because she's all about revenge, right? But no, in all seriousness, she kind of wants revenge, I suppose, on the Ice Emperor and the Blizzard Samurai, because who really knows what they did to her people? Probably a lot of crazy stuff happened there. And yeah, Akita seems to be one of the, I guess, fan favorite characters going into the season, or going into the Ice chapter rather. So we'll see, I guess, what her character is all about and what she basically does as the Ice saga continues. Here we see something interesting. So we see Lloyd's Titan mech here falling, and something appears to be trying to catch it. I can't quite make out what that is. It kind of almost looks like another mech, so not quite sure what that's about there. Kind of interesting, but this definitely is a pretty cool shot, and this season definitely is going to have a lot of tension to it. And I keep on saying season, it's the Ice chapter, but just bear with me, it's kind of like the same thing, just bear with me. Here we have Sora, or Sorla. I think it's Sorla. I'm going to start saying Sorla from now on. Hopefully I'm right. If not, you guys will correct me. And she's basically talking here with the ninja, kind of trying to rally them together and kind of warn them against the dangers of the Ice Emperor and the Never Realm. And speaking of dangers, here we have that ice dragon that appears in the Never Realm set. Looking amazing. Definitely going to be a cool, I guess, dragon. You know, also no pun intended. I'm just full of puns today, aren't I? I'm sorry, I'm just really excited. But Kai saves this kid from being, I guess, hit. And here we have the, I guess, Titan mech kind of walking out from it's kind of a weird thing. It's like walking out of like the side of a mountain or something. Maybe it got flown back, because in the very next shot we see Lloyd fighting another one of these weird kind of owl ice creatures. Not quite sure about that. So maybe he actually gets in the mech and kind of fights the creatures off that way. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. It's probably going to be something great. Here we have Cole fighting another Never Realm creature. This appears to be some type of gorilla type thing. Maybe a kind of a yeti, abominable snowman, something like that. Definitely seems likely. And here we have, this is Akita. You can see her in the bottom left, versus the ice dragon from, I guess, the vision from, you know, pretty much everything. That's going to be a pretty sick battle, and he unleashes a pretty big ice attack, but we see her kind of run underneath and kind of take her defense that way. So we really don't know what Akita's powers are. We know she can kind of shapeshift, but her actual power set is kind of unclear. But if she can take down a dragon, then she should have no problem taking down, you know, pretty much anything that comes her way. She's definitely going to be a really powerful character. Here we have Lloyd and Cole taking on some Blizzard Samurai. Cole is in his RX form, obviously, and Lloyd does spin jitsu to try to ward it off. Here we have a pretty cool shot. This is the land bounty versus the ice dragon that we saw earlier. How is this even going to play out, guys? The ice chapter looks insane. So much is going on here, and this is kind of like the part of the trailer where all like the money shots pretty much come to play. That looks amazing. I can't wait to see what that actually is going to be. Of course, Ninjago, the ice chapter, it's going to be great. This is the best part of the trailer. I am dead serious. Okay, so we have Jay in his anime form, and he certainly is pulling a Dragon Ball. I have not seen Dragon Ball, so I don't know exactly what Dragon Ball entails, but I'm kind of into anime enough to kind of recognize what Dragon Ball is in a Dragon Ball reference, and Jay is in his anime form, kind of shoots off a beam there, looking awesome. I'm trying to see who he actually takes down. It appears to be, it's the prisoner. It's the prisoner that Tommy Andreessen was talking about, the fugitive. Yeah, okay, so the anime stuff is going to be taking place in the prison. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know. This is probably one of the better parts of the trailer for me personally. Like, you better believe I kind of freaked out when Anime Jay showed up. Like, that looks amazing. I cannot stress enough how excited I am for that little anime style thing. Even if it's just for one kind of like side filler episode, it's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to see what actually comes from this, guys. But that's going to be it for the Ice Chapter trailer here. Definitely a lot of crazy stuff going on in this trailer. Whole lot of stuff that I do want to make more videos about. So I will be doing some more videos on that in the upcoming days, so be sure to stick around because you do not want to miss those. But let me know down below in the comments what your favorite part of this trailer was. Definitely a lot of crazy stuff going on in this trailer. I cannot stress enough how many things I can, actually cover for content. I cannot stress enough how many things were actually revealed in this trailer, and I'm really excited, so I'm going to go ahead and get to work, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. So that'll just about do it for this trailer analysis, but if you enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up rating. That would very much be appreciated, you guys. And again, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already. Once again, guys, the comment section is there for the various discussions that you would like to have regarding this topic, or if you just had a comment of a general nature, that's fine as well. In the description, you will find the links towards my other forms of social media, whether it be my Twitter, my Instagram, my Patreon, or my merch. Be sure to support me on all those platforms if you would like to. With all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.